It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Aggies offense will get the first crack at it here. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such... Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
On the run, it's Turner. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down. Utah State up-tempo. Use the play fake, now to throw. Pocket starts to collapse. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
Well, this quarterback started taking a couple shots from the pocket, and there's another one right there that affected his accuracy on that throw.
Off the play fake. Coming after him. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Man, you can't draw it up any better than that. First possession, force a third down. You want to shut the home crowd up, sack the quarterback, create some momentum. Now you're getting the football back to your offense, probably with great field position.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. So Hawaii's offense will go to work for the first time today. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy on the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Getting some heat. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That last big play has them in position to threaten here. First and 10 from the 37. They go to the ground. Tackled at the 31. They'll give him 6 on the play. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes...
And they knocked him down almost immediately.
You got to give the defense tons of credit, because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
And he tried to pin him deep with that punt. Instead, it goes into the end zone. It'll come out to the 20. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Line gets set, first down. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. Utah State up-tempo. Right back to him on the ground. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24. Let's see if they keep it on the ground here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. They're bringing heat. The little soft flip pass falls incomplete.
You know, there are a lot of coaches out there who believe bye weeks sometimes can take away your rhythm, and that might be the case with this offense right now. They just don't seem to be clicking in the passing game.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Hawaii offense returns to the field, looking for a productive play on first down. He wants to throw. Now adjusting. Got out of trouble and throws. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Second down coming up.
And it's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him.
Hit the afterburners, kid. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. And the Rainbow Warriors are in the red zone. Now the play fake. The sweet feet buy a little time. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
It's really hard on a defense to drop back and know it's pass. And then a quarterback like that, he just has the ability to pull it down and just, bam, shoot through a hole, chew up yards so fast, outrun fast.
And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Getting set for the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Off the play fake on first down. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A first down for the offense. Leaves it with the back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just a savvy, veteran, productive run from this junior. Utah State up-tempo. They're getting this guy lathered up. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. I'd love to see that here in the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. Quick completion on the out. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it 1st and 10 now inside the 50. They'll try the right side. Find some fresh air. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, right? It's been really hard for this offense in this game to run the football, but they finally break off a big run there. That could be the play they need to really generate momentum and get this run game going.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
This guy just gives you nightmares. I mean, he's just got so much electricity. He just pulls it down and chews up yards like it's nothing. That's a quarterback. A quarterback doing that to your defense.
Both teams wanted to establish the run, and they have done exactly that in the first quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll go to the air. It's complete. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Big fullback's got it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They weren't able to move them an inch on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd and goal. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Hawaii.
That was a great example of a running back toting the rock with conviction. There's not a lot of time to hesitate. If you see a split second, you see a hole, you've got to hit it right now. Nice job by the RB there.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Georgia Tech will need to mount a comeback, but those fans that were there when Calvin Johnson was a 2-time All-American know this game is not over. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Duke. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
2nd down coming up.
He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's Page. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice. Just had to throw that.
Now,
Fourth down.
Well, the quarterback and his intended target just simply didn't have the timing there. The ball falls incomplete on third, now setting up fourth down.
A high kick trying to pin them deep. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. They've jumped on them, executing at a high level and up 14-0, David.
This is the exact...
And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
brought down.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety, and that allowed his receiver more room to work his route.
The Rainbow Warriors have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And I think a lot of times when offenses run these counters, you're going to fake one way, right? Pull guys the other direction. If you can get some penetration really quickly, get behind those pullers, you got a chance to get in the backfield, just like right there, and create a TFL.
Gets it out fast. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Trying to get it done with the run here on third and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Warriors! They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And with the extra point, they pushed the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably scored pretty quick.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you've got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
They work their way to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Pressure coming. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Yeah, and how about this defense, man? That's the 3rd sack of the day. They've been putting pressure, getting him on the ground. Not something they've been good at throughout this season. This defense playing better because they're getting more pressure on the quarterback.
This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Fires into traffic, picked off. Takes it the other way. He's at the 10. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
And the offense suddenly with an opportunity it couldn't have expected with a first and goal after the pick. He'll throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii.
That is exactly what most offenses will do. Big momentum play. My defense creates a turnover. I'm being aggressive. I'm going for the big score, the big play down the field. They get rewarded. They get the big passing touchdown.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 28-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Handoff from the shotgun. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute that.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Trying to get to him. Got his man in the middle. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the 1st down. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Trying to make magic with his feet. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now. If they keep this up, this could get ugly by the 4th quarter.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Dances away. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! You have to wonder what the defense was thinking there. I mean, he just gashed them all by himself.
Right, and you think quarterback runs sometimes, but you can't think about it all the time, and you got misdirection and so many things to look at, and the quarterback can throw it. But when you got an athlete behind center that can do that, it's just frustrating. Too many things to try to stop.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And they tack on the extra point for a 35-0 lead. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards. And it was punctuated by an 11-yard run for the score. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here. We're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now at the end of the first half.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. Worth taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
He'll take another shot here. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. A 3rd and long coming up here. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pass hits, picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
QBs have to understand, when I'm throwing against zones, I got to manipulate guys with my eyes. I might have to look one direction to create an opening to throw that ball or zip that ball in. I got to use touch. It's really hard when all eyes are on me, and you could tell the quarterback was not ready and did not make a good throw.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. He'll come out throwing on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. The Rainbow Warriors look to do some damage in the red zone. Looking to pass on second down. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. And in the closing moments of the first half, they'll try to put a 3 spot on the board. He got it. And the field goal to end the half takes us to halftime.
Hawaii 38, Utah State 0.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Logan so far. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by acknowledging the sparkling play of this tight end. The guy's like an aircraft carrier out there as a blocker. And then when he releases and shows off that speed and route running, he's almost unguardable. Gotta believe he won't be able to go anywhere in this second half without someone attached to his hip. And with that, let's send it back to our broadcast team at Maverick Stadium.
Utah State about to kick it off to open the second half. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. They'll throw it on first down. Working the middle, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it, because he really didn't have a choice, because he was going to wear that one regardless.
A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's going to take off.
Man, what a nice run by the QB. Great job exploding, getting upfield, and then smartly getting out of bounds. And, man, how hard is it to stop an offense with a guy at the quarterback spot that's so dynamic?
He'll call for the fair catch here. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
He's going to fire deep and trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Hawaii has it back as they send the offense onto the field. Trying to find his man on 1st down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I know that one hit the ground, but you haven't seen that a lot. He completed over 70% of his throws in their last game. He's over 80% in this game. My old offensive coordinator, Sean Payton, used to say, bore me with completions. This guy will put you to sleep.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Now facing a 3rd and long. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd down, going up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
That is going to drive this defensive coordinator nuts. A lot of DCs, they focus a ton of energy on how their unit performs on 3rd down and in the red zone. If this defense gives up a couple more 3rd down conversions like that, they're going to be in for a pleasant film session.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
To the ground with the back. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. And the Rainbow Warriors will have it 1st and 10. On the ground with the counter. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Hawaii! And the pummeling has started.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Alabama. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this one.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
That's a ball that this offense should be able to complete. They had the coverage they wanted. Receiver ran on the route. Just an inaccurate throw by the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Warriors!
And this is exactly what you dream about for a defense. Forcing the big turnover, making the pick, and then putting points on the board yourself. Great play by the defense.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Off play action. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat across the board.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The Hawaii offense returns to the field. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. They'll try the run. They open the lane, and he hit it a gain of 5 out to the 33. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. He's looking to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Rainbow Warriors will call on their punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Fair catch called for and made. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Takes the handoff. It's Turner. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. You saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
Nice job there by the running back. They toss it to him, and he's able to kind of weave his way for a very good gain for this offense.
On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. He'll be stopped short, picks up 1, but they're facing 4th and 1. Utah State will be forced to send out the punt team. Great contact on that ball as it just hangs up in the sky. No return coming here as he signals for the fair catch and makes it right around the 30-yard line. Final play of the quarter coming. Give to the running back. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. Guys, it is Hawaii who will carry the lead to the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback checking off. They're going to run it to the right. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Really nice job there to pick up the 1st down and get it to their own 41. And the Rainbow Warriors come to the line with a new set of downs. He leaves it with the back. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll leave it with him. Across the 25, he's got room. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds.
What great explosiveness by this running back to break through and almost get to the house, Jesse, but just comes up short.
Well, I'll tell you, he had a lot of help downfield as well. Receivers getting blocks and making life easier on the back there. And all of a sudden now this offense knocking on the door deep down in their opponent's territory.
They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. Let's go! Slams it ahead. And he'll be smacked to the ground. This defense has forced a couple of 3rd downs, but they haven't been able to get off the field. Can they force the field goal attempt on 3rd? Touchdown, Hawaii! And the stomping has commenced. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter, and how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. A 69-yard touchdown drive, and it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, the Utah State offense about to give it another go. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Got his man down the middle. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty plenty to give him a first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Comes out throwing on first down. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
First down here for the offense. The running back has it. On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this is exactly what you want to do when you're on offense. You have the lead. You want to chew the clock, keep the ball on the ground, keep that thing just ticking, Palmer.
They're just imposing their will, Dave, and that's something that we've seen, I think, all game. Up front, they've been the more physical team. They're the ones that's getting pushed and that's getting movement, and it's carrying over all the way here deep into the 4th quarter.
They'll go to the counter. Give him about a yard on the play. It's down at the 10.
They're strong and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance when you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad. You tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And they just tack on a little more to this gargantuan lead.
Utah State, 0.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Utah State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
A 10-yard loss on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
And now to try to put things in motion on 2nd and long from the 15. He's looking to throw. And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. Touchdown, Rainbow Warriors! The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Utah State sending its offense back onto the field. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. You got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy and you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Looks as if they'll stay aggressive here. They go 5 wide on 2nd and 3. He's looking to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right now.
Lofts one deep down the right side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
You see an incompletion there. I think a big reason why this team is in such a hole right now in the 4th quarter is they have just not been able to find the explosive plays throwing the ball. And you got to wonder at this point, is it too little too late?
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Hawaii ready to go back to work on offense. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the tailback. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
That is just demoralizing if you're on defense, right? You're down in the game. It's the 4th quarter. You know you need to get a stop, and you know they're going to run the ball, but you can't do anything about it.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Handoff to the lone back. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. The give to the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They've got this game in hand, but maybe there's some bad blood. They want to rub it in a bit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Just complete and utter dominance in this one. Outplayed their opponent and took care of business.
Yeah, total domination in all 3 phases of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams. This team came ready to play, and man, it was pedal to the metal right from the opening kickoff.
And that's how you like it. Forget the close games, forget the heartbreakers, this play could decide it. Just frying pan, meat face, ball game over.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.